Hello and welcome to Thought for February the 13th. Our readings are Exodus chapter 23, Psalm 77 and Mark chapter 9. And our thought is, you shall not join hands with. Shaking and joining hands is a physical sign of friendship, but Moses uses the term in an opposite context in today's Exodus chapter 23. We read his warnings about joining hands for bad reasons. He made some down-to-earth statements of things that God sees as wrong. Many of these are part of life today as men and women act in devious ways to cheat and deceive one another or the government. Now, these are the rules you shall set before them, God said to Moses in chapter 21 verse 1. You shall not join hands with a wicked man to be a malicious witness. You shall not fall in with the many to do evil, nor shall you bear false witness in a lawsuit, siding with the many so as to pervert justice. Chapter 23 verses 1 to 2. When Jesus said that we should love our enemies, Matthew chapter 5 verse 44, he had in mind things which Moses had said, as we also read today. If you meet your enemy's ox or his donkey going astray, you shall bring it back to him. Verse 4. Today's chapter in Mark finishes in a challenging way. Salt is good, but if salt has lost its saltiness, how will you make it salty again? Have salt in yourselves. Chapter 9 verse 50. What did he mean? On other occasions, he told his disciples, you are the salt of the earth. Matthew chapter 5, verse 13. Well, the point is this. Those who follow Jesus are to be the salt that influences and gives flavour to all as it comes in contact with, But what if the salt has lost its saltiness? What if those that should provide the influence of salt have ceased to have any influence or have even joined hands with those who ignore God, or at least turn a blind eye to their ungodly ways of living? Jesus said that such useless salt is thrown away. Luke 14 verse 35. There is a really blunt message in Mark chapter 9 from verses 42 onwards. But it is said in a more complex language. The hell and unquenchable fire of verse 44 are part of a mini parable to convey the utter destruction of those found to be worthless. Here, Gehenna is the Greek word for hell. It is the rubbish dump outside one part of the wall of Jerusalem where fires continually burn to consume the rubbish thrown over the wall. The lesson of Jesus is that his hearers must get rid of all hindrances in their walk to the kingdom, with special words of condemnation to those who cause others, the little ones, to fail, verse 42, and who join hands with those who do not meaningfully have God and Jesus in their lives. Meditate on Colossians 4 verses 5 to 6. What is your speech like? Well, thank you once again for joining us for Thought for the Day, where together we can open up the pages of God's Word, knowing that that Word is a lamp to our feet and a light to our path.